You inspire us every single day. So I want to tell you something you probably don't hear enough. Thank you. Thank you all. Thank you. Thank you for the incredible stand you have taken, because we are all stronger for it. Europe is stronger. NATO is stronger too. As President Zelensky has said, Ukraine is not a poor relative, but a strong ally. I'd go further still. Ukraine has been Europe's protector, not a drain on our security, but the front line of keeping Europe safe. That's why I believe the Ukrainian people deserve not just our continued support, but our gratitude and our respect. This ceremony is a moment to reflect all of that. It is a day of pride and hope. So I have two messages today for the Ukrainian people. First, on behalf of everyone in the United Kingdom, Sedanam Nazalashnosti, Happy Independence Day. Second, I want to assure you once again that we recognise your independence and your sovereignty in full, and that international borders cannot be changed by force. We see the terrible suffering you have endured and still endure today. We see the crimes and injustices perpetrated against innocent civilians, the thousands of children abducted and deported. So my second message today to the people of this country, from Lviv to Luhansk, is that we are with you in this struggle all the way, heart and soul. And as Prime Minister, let me say that I am with you personally. I've worked closely with Ukrainian mayors over the last few years in the Unbroken Cities network. What I see before me today is an unbroken country. I hope, as Prime Minister, that this will not be my last visit here. It is my first overseas visit, and I chose to do this, and I hope it tells you something about the importance that I attach to your cause. I will honour every commitment my country has made to Ukraine in full. We will continue to build the 100-year partnership between our two countries, bringing together our cities and our schools, our businesses and our communities, learning from each other and growing together for decades to come. And despite Russia's outrageous threats to my country, we will continue our support for Ukraine's defence. I know you need more help to protect your skies and your civilians. I know how hard the winters have been and the need to be ready this year when the nights draw in. That's why later today I will take up the reins of the Coalition of the Willing alongside President Macron and Chancellor Merz. I am determined that we will work together to deliver the support you need, Mr. President, stronger than ever. That means not just air defence, but stopping Russia launching their missiles in the first place, with sanctions that cut off their military supply chains, with support to destroy missiles before they are launched against Ukrainian cities, and with help for Ukraine to develop new technologies and deepen our industrial cooperation. This is the moment to keep up the pressure on Russia. The moment to squeeze their ability to fund this illegal war. This is how we will speed up their realization of something we all know already, that Russia cannot win this war. That the cry for sovereignty and independence 35 years ago is stronger today than ever, and it will never be silenced. You are asking for nothing more than the chance to live your lives in peace, to build a better future for yourselves and for your children, to hold your own future in your own hands. This is your right. This is what you deserve, and we will be with you all the way until that day comes. Thank you. Slava Ukraini!
Слово має президент Європейської ради Антоніо Кошта.
Mr. President, dear Volodymyr, Head of States and Government, Excellencies, ladies and gentlemen, dear people of Ukraine, I'm honored to be here today on Sofia Square in Kyiv to celebrate Ukraine Independence Day. August 24 marks the moment when Ukraine joined the free nations of Europe. It is a crucial date in Ukraine's long struggle for freedom and independence. It is also a day to pay tribute to all those who are standing strong in defending their homeland on the front lines of across Ukraine. Your courage and bravery inspire the world. And thank you very much, all of those who are in the front line. But thanks all also for their families, their parents, their children, all of them, they are losing and risking the life for the freedom of Ukraine and the freedom of Europe. Today, I'm also honored to accept the Order of Europe, a symbol of the unity that binds us together, and accept it also on behalf of the heads of state and government of the European Union, my fellow members of the European Council. The European Council met on the very first day of Russia's full-scale war on 24 of February 2022 to galvanize European support for Ukraine. European solidarity has been strong and unwavering ever since. We have always been with you in providing political, financial, humanitarian, military and diplomatic support, and in jointly building the coalition of the willing, which will provide you with strong security guarantees once this terrible war is over, so that it never happens again. We will continue to provide as much support as necessary for as long as necessary during the war, in future peace negotiations and in reconstruction. Because our vision extends beyond the war. Ukraine's future in the European Union is the best guarantee of security and long-term democratic stability for Ukraine and for Europe as a whole. Our goal is Ukraine's integration into the European Union's peace project, a union of nations that have overcome nationalism, that uphold democracy and rule of law, and that work together for a shared prosperity and development. We all know that accession is a demanding process. But these challenges should not block our political determination, rooted in geopolitical necessity and the free and democratic choice of Ukrainian people. Ukraine has already helped to build a truly geopolitical European Union, a union that takes responsibility for its defense, strengthens its strategic autonomy, stands firmly for international law and multilateralism, builds partnerships across a changing world, and welcomes a new member state, and it's ready to welcome Ukraine in the European Union. Ladies and gentlemen, the international law must prevail. Russia will not prevail. After more than 4 years of full-scale war, Russia has not achieved its objectives. The human toll has been devastating, and the economic consequences have been disastrous. This summer, more than ever, we can see that the war is draining Russia's resources. Our unprecedented sanctions are also having an impact. We will intensify the pressure until Russia ends the killing and demonstrates a genuine commitment to peace. The European Union cannot be neutral when international law is being violated. We are not neutral. We are Ukrainian supporters. We support all serious initiatives aimed at achieving peace in Ukraine. But ultimately, it's Ukraine, and only Ukraine, that must define the terms of a comprehensive, just and lasting peace. That peace must affirm Ukraine's independence, Ukraine's sovereignty, and Ukraine's territorial integrity. And it must guarantee Ukraine's long-term security and its ability to defend itself.
Все. Все, да. Ага.
Will not prevail. After more than 4 years.